Hear me when I say this. You'll keep meeting the same people in different bodies until you learn the lesson. Love yourself most.
I don't know who to slap. I don't know who to slap.
Hey, don't be sneaky around a person with spiritual gifts. They gonna see it, they gonna hear it, they gonna smell it, they gonna dream it. They gonna know because God gonna show it to them. Follow for more.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, but post your content, bro. Worst case scenario, it don't go viral. Just post your content, bro. You gonna be straight. Just post your content. Stop deleting your fucking drafts. Post everything in your drafts. I swear something gonna hit.
Do not trust these types of people. Number 1, the person that tells you other people's business. They use other people's information as content in conversation. So the moment your name comes up to someone else, they're going to tell all of your business because they need content for that other person. Number 2, do not trust people that desperately want to fit in. Do not underestimate how quickly they will sacrifice their loyalties to you. The moment the popular people or the higher ups at work have a problem with you, consider that friendship over because they will sell you out just like that. Number 3, the person that is nice to you, but you've seen them do some bogus shit to everyone else. All the things that you've seen them do to other people, you're like, damn, that was cruel. That is going to be you. The only reason why it hasn't happened yet is because you haven't made them mad. The moment you upset that person, you are going to be in their shoes.
Devil, shut the fuck up. That's a motherfucking lie. You lie. That ain't true. Just because y'all crawled out of the caves, coming from a place where there was barely any food, that doesn't mean you die. Y'all not used to a abundance of food. That's why y'all eat every fucking thing with y'all greedy asses, you fat fucks. The first day up until the third day of fasting, your body is detoxifying itself. This is why it feels like you are dying, because now you are not eating, but your body is used to eating. However, your body is pulling out all the toxins and chemicals from itself. Now, the fast really starts on the 4th day. And this is when your body takes all the old skin cells to create new skin cells to replenish your body, cleaning everything out within you. When you go on a fast, your body harmonizes itself, returning it back to its natural state of being. But we always eating, so we don't know what the fuck healing looks like. But healing is not pretty. That shit gonna draw out everything within you. This is why it is so important to fast. When you fast, your body becomes natural again. So just because y'all not used to eating, that doesn't mean you die. The fuck? Please.
The world right now is fucking mad as shit. You know that episode of SpongeBob where they were like, the power within, the power within, the power within. I'm about to break it down. Learn how to raise your vibration. Stop listening to that rap, that drill, all of that shit. I'm not saying stop completely, but listen to other stuff that calms your soul, frequencies, vibrations, stuff like that. It really matters. Those things really affect your mental. That's why when you listen to like Rio de Yango G, stuff like that, you want to go kill somebody. But when you listen to Janae Aiko, you feel like you're in a field full of flowers and you're on top of the world. Let me fix her because she's crazy. Go outside and charge your energy. The sun is the source of our energy. If you go outside and stand with your bare feet on the grass and your palms up to the sun and you just stand there, close your eyes, soak it in, you're gonna feel the vibration. You're gonna feel your skin start to vibrate. You're gonna feel the difference. What do you think would happen if you all went outside, did that at the same time and channeled our energy? You'll really start to feel better, look better. For example, look at my skin. I used to have really bad acne until I found the secret. Go outside, touch the trees, talk to the fucking birds. I do that shit, and yes, I have videos on that too. Social media has really brainwashed everybody and sent everybody into a mass hysteria. They put something in the news and now everybody's taking that, running with it and going crazy. Me personally, I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention to nothing on social media. I don't like it. They've programmed you guys into being scared of the outside world where the natural remedies and cures are. They literally kill off anybody who tries to find the natural cures and share it with the world, such as Dr. Sebi. They also kill off people such as Stanley Meyer. He was the first man to invent a water-powered car. Look into it. They want you to rely on their methods so that they have a stable source of income. They're living off of us. They're living off of us. Whenever you're sick, it's just a deficiency in your mental or your bloodstream. Those can easily be corrected doing your research and finding out what really fixes it. And it's not none of these medicines. I don't believe in medicine. I don't take medicine. That shit, I don't believe in it. A lot of the times we overdo it, such as with hair products, skincare products, weight loss journeys. You do not have to go to those extremes. It's very simple. Very simple. There's literally like one key ingredient for each of those, and I can make a video on it. They've overcomplicated the world so that you lose track of who you are as a person, as an individual. You guys need to open your fucking eyes. Like, I don't know how much more I can say this. And I don't use the word crazy. I honestly think that we see the world through our own vibrations, like from that perspective. You get it?
What the hell?
Just as we got the pride flags out.
Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna be quick. The video that everybody just saw before this, do y'all see the eye right there? And this is like a nose. That's a face.
Baby, you have these people so fucking mad to the point of them trying to knock you down, tear you down, trying to make you gaslight yourself just because they're like, no outside forces can fuck with this bitch. So let's try to get her to doubt her fucking self. For some of you, this is a close friend. For others of you, this is a family member. The way you Mrs. put it on, you change your look. Not every bitch can pull it off. There's someone around you that's mad, and I'm encouraging you. Spirit is encouraging you to keep moving. Somebody's real lonely, real down and out. First of all, your energy is so fucking immaculate that only the brave can approach you. So that's why it's been feeling real lonely. Second of all, bitch, keep your fucking head up. You got a whole bunch of haters around you. You're not meant to be liked by everybody. You're not meant to be accepted by everybody. You got a lot of haters. If you're living this life and everybody likes you, you're doing something wrong. Continue leaning into your individuality.
Things that make every zodiac sign weak at war. This ain't giving nobody a weapon. It's gonna let you know how people attacking you. You can know how to counteract it. Aries, you don't know when to recharge. You keep going and going and going. You end up burning yourself out, confusing yourself about who the actual enemies is, because you can't think straight. You need to recharge. Taurus, you be too focused on money. We at war. Build your life up, right? But also build up your spirituality. Gemini, you want to be a social butterfly so much that you will sleep with the enemy. Sometimes you got to be bored. Answer, if you don't learn how to control your emotions, your lack of discipline gonna keep making you have little emotional outbursts, right? And then you're gonna do something like get drunk, overeat. Stop taking everything to the heart. Know when to pick yourself up. Don't live in the negative emotions. Let it go. Process it out. Leo, it's not always about you. You want to be the main character so bad that you could be getting gang stalked and not even knowing. You can get placed in a fake reality just because you want attention. Perform for your enemies, why don't you? Virgo, everything don't gotta be perfect. Stop trying to be over preservative. If you know something, say something. You can give everybody advice right now, but you gotta do it on a certain type of phone, with a certain type of outfit on. Libra, everybody ain't your friends, and everything ain't always love and light. Sometimes it get dark and chaotic because you need to please everybody, right? You don't even know who your enemies is, and you got a lot of secret enemies because you think everybody gonna be as friendly as you. Stop trying to always look for yourself in other people. Nobody respect easily influenced people. They control them. And everybody already know you lying to yourself every time you say yes when you don't really want to. Scorpio, don't get too dark, because then ain't nobody got to do nothing to you. You put yourself right where they want you. Paranoid, alone, with a hole inside yourself. Sagittarius, you can't just be impulsively ruthless and spaz out and then impulsively calm down. People didn't forget how you just treated them. You ain't always right, so if somebody disagree, it don't mean chaos. You being overly positive can actually be negative. It creates a lack of sensitivity. You can have hidden enemies too. People that ain't even have to be enemies. They just want to teach you everything ain't sweet. It's gonna make you feel a negative. Let the positive energy blind you. Capricorn, once you fall victim to perfectionism, you just fall down into a deep depressive cynicism. Well, Capricorn, it seems like we ain't got to do nothing to you, because you always right. Anybody can just take your energy. All we got to do is create a situation and be wrong, even though we know it, because you'll fight to the death to prove your point. And to have total control over others, they got to have total control over you. It's a double-edged sword. Aquarius, don't be so much of an alien that you alienate yourself, because then you'll just be in a prison. Others can actually be for you. Because you're so independent and self-centered, you need assistance, can't nobody come through for you. Pisces, you got to learn how to separate your energy from others. All we got to do with you is put a lot of people that feel bad around you. You're going to take it in as your own, fall into depression. Well, at least until you get by somebody that's happier. But when will you ever choose how you feel?
You have been wondering why you have been thinking about that old friend who you genuinely do not care about anymore, and you've been wondering why they've been popping up in your head. But Spirit said they're popping up in your head for you to take notice, because while you may not care, they absolutely do care. And not only do they care, they're becoming a little bit obsessive. So Spirit wants you to do something about it right now. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but also, side note, freezers are awesome. They're just an awesome thing.
We don't talk about how dumb you gotta play when you're the chosen one. Dog, people still think, although I set boundaries and I might move kindly when I set those boundaries, people still be thinking like, she naive, she gullible. She, whole time I know exactly what the fuck you want.
I don't know who this message is for, but I keep hearing you have a face that is meant for the cameras, or you have a face that is meant to be seen. I don't know if you have people are really drawn to your eyes. You have really bright eyes or very deep eyes. You could be a really ancient soul here. But also you might have a baby face or a young face. I don't know. There's something about your face that's meant to be seen. It's meant to be seen. People could always compliment you and tell you that you look younger. That might even be something that annoys you. I don't know. I'm connected to a very youthful, a youthful appearance. You might look way younger than you actually are. It's because of your spiritual growth. It's because of you going on this healing journey and you being unproblematic. I like to joke around and say unproblematic people don't age, or people that are in tune with their spiritual self, they age backwards. I don't know. That could be you. You're very beautiful and you're meant to be a star. You need to put yourself out there now.
You may not be able to see your manifestation because it's already here, but you haven't even shifted your reality. That's why a lot of time your blessings in disguise. Your manifestation probably looking at you. You just haven't realized it because you still stuck on what you don't have. Change your perspective.
Water wars, microplastics in your water? Not necessarily. First things first, you control your water. We control our water through rainwater harvesting. The first stage that we do for filtering it is through a sand filter. After it goes through the sand filter, we run it through a couple 5-micron thick carbon filters. And we run it through a UV sanitizer. After the UV sanitizer, we have some clean, potable water, but that's not it. We run it through a reverse osmosis system with a mineral filter to make sure we don't have any microplastics in it. So, free water and free of microplastics. Control your water.
Oh, shut the fuck up about all this love and acceptance bullshit. That is not real. Spirituality is not about loving everybody and everything and accepting everybody and everything. You think if I was to go around and say, I love everybody, I love everything, even when it is attempting to destroy me, I accept everything, even though it is attempting to pollute me, is real, at that point you're not looking at reality for what it is. Spirituality is about balancing the mind, body, and spirit to attain harmony in oneself. But y'all don't want to look at that because y'all want to see reality for what y'all want it to be, but that's not real. Spirituality is about having a moral, righteous character, balancing Set and Heru and you, meaning always striving to Choose righteousness even though evil will come into your being and try to consume you, because the pendulum will always swing to the right and to the left. It will swing right to chaos and it will swing right to peace. But it's about knowing that you are the peace, you are the pendulum, and you are the chaos. And you can choose to be every single one that you want, as long as you are doing it in balance. That's true spirituality. It's about how you live.
Hey, today's gonna be my last day. I quit.
Are you serious?
Yep. So I'm quitting my job today. Today's the last day. I'm out of here. Hey, Jesus, do me a favor. Record this for me. Cool. So let's go ahead and do this. I appreciate it. You know, sometimes we just give all our time to these companies, you know, working these 9 to 5s, and we don't get to enjoy life. You're here to enjoy life. Don't get me wrong, a 9 to 5 is cool, you know what I'm saying, to work and everything. You do what you gotta do, but my time is up. I'm here to create. To everybody out there, man, keep doing what you're doing, especially all you creatives out there. Man, y'all better come with it. Don't give up and do something that you're passionate about. These companies don't care. You're not gonna be a millionaire working for somebody else. You're not gonna have value on yourself if you don't put value within yourself. If you're not happy, leave it. And guess what? I'm lucky enough to be blessed to have you guys out here supporting my business, supporting my art, supporting my music. Share this with somebody that might want to have that motivation just to quit on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So we out of here with the street stuff. So what we gonna do? Celebrate. All right. So link is in my bio to the song. Fuck this 9 to 5. And we gonna live it up. We gonna be millionaires out here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can do it better than you can. So this is your life. Create what you want. Create what you want. Fuck this 9 to 5.
Tell me gotta keep my mind on my grip.
PSA, this will save you lots of energy. If you find yourself in an argument or a debate and the other person you're talking to or communicating with is not intending to learn from you and they're intending to prove a point, not to learn, you are wasting your energy. Rewatch this.
Kill your gut. And the sooner you realize majority of people are not fucking paying attention to you, like that person watching TikToks, or these ones staring into their phone, or when everyone else walks right, you walk left because it's faster. Like everyone just stares down into their phones, so I don't know what everybody's worried about with social anxiety type shit. Are y'all scared of that guy right there? Think about it for a second. Why do people not do the things that they want to do? Because they think someone's going to think something about them. So like we all live by rules. Like part of me wants to yell really loud right now to prove a point, but I just don't want to. Yeah, just kidding. It's always about proving a point. So let me find a really crowded area first. Look, nobody's watching. Ah! See, look, they look. Should I do it again? The sooner you realize that you don't need to be giving your energy to other people, like they're gonna look at you, they're gonna think a thought, and it's up to you whether or not those thoughts actually matter. Like, you know how many people are probably confused because these are my socks? The literal sooner that you stop worrying about the thoughts of others, then you will actually be able to have your own and believe in your own. Because look, phone, not phone, McDonald's, phone, like, nobody's paying attention at all. Like, they're looking into these. Like, this is the new communication right here. So, like, you want to make a new friend? It's probably going to happen on this square box faster than it would happen by me walking up to one of these people and thinking I have something in common with any of them. I haven't seen anybody else with socks like mine, so I don't think we're friends. But I've learned that clothing choices are a very important determining factor. Like, some of the time. So remember, it's not what you see, it's what you know about what you see. Because all their backs are turned and they can't even see me. So remember this, the best and worst any human being is going to do in their entire lifetime is think a thought. And it's up to you whether or not that thought actually matters. So have a beautiful fucking day. And if you're actually ever having a bad day, consider following this guy, not that guy, this guy right here. Because he says stuff like this.
You think I don't know that, youngster? Watch and wait. For you know not the day nor the hour. That applies to you too. You could be hit by a bus tomorrow. Have a nice life.
You good, bro? Yeah, I'm alright. Just trying to get used to this new little lifestyle you got me on, you know, wearing beads or crystals and seeing the higher vibration and things. It's just a little bit out of, a little bit out of my element, because I'm used to fucking shit up. But hey, I trust you. And that fucking shit up, where did that get you in the past? See, there you go, Mr. Holier Than Thou, Mr. I don't do no wrong, Mr. Woosah, Mr. Meditate on it, head ass. Fuck you! How about that? That's right, let it out, let it out. Let all those repressed emotions out. I don't judge you. I love you. I love you. Let it out. You love me? What that mean? It means that I am you, and no matter what you do, I will unconditionally love you. That's what it means. I love you too.
Coming to bed, honey?
Hear me when I say this. Listen, you're a riddle to them. You feel me? Every time they think they have you figured out, you show them another skill set that didn't come with your zodiac. Is you following? They're having a rough time placing you underneath a category because your likeness doesn't add up to the image that they had for you. God! What you're exposing to them, they have never seen. That's why they're frustrated, because they don't have the intellect to describe the God qualities that are shining through you. Glory be to God, man. That's why they're trying to downplay you, because how you control everything around you makes them feel like they're not even plugged into the game that you're winning.
Remember that a demonic spirit cannot stand to be in the presence of an earth angel for too long. After some time, the demon will lash out at the earth angel, either unprovoked or from something trivial. That spirit is so irritated it cannot control itself, because demons have no self-control.
So y'all, I just got a real... You gotta hear this message. If you don't hear this message, it just wasn't meant for you. But listen. Imagine being so motherfucking powerful. Like, just think about it. Imagine how powerful you are. You done had people lie on your name. You done had people call you crazy. Had your family walk out on you, treat you like you wasn't shit when you were trying to help them and heal them. So-called people that you thought that was going to be your friends, your tribe, completely betray you and act like they ain't know what the fuck's going on. Fighting the government because you want to take your children out of school and give them a better quality of life instead of this fucking dead-ass system that we in. In the meanwhile, you doing your shadow work, trying to heal your generational traumas, trying to heal your fucking self. You taking major fucking losses, losing your home, just losing your fucking mind. The fucking psychosis, the fucking heartbreak, the fucking sleepless nights, the nights where you couldn't do nothing but just fucking sleep for days and days and days and days and days because you just couldn't figure out fucking why. And instead of your people standing up and fighting with you, they go and fight against you, but you still standing on your motherfucking my nigga! Do you not understand how powerful you gotta be? But you got entities, they can't stand to see you make it after all the attacks, after all the hexes, after all the curses, after all the evil eyes. They just can't figure out fucking why. You still standing. People just don't get it. Bitch, I'm a warrior in a garden, not a gardener in war. They don't understand that. We didn't do all this motherfucking work. We did not come this far to let a motherfucker erase us from history, especially not the shit we created. This is a message from a person who has died so many times. Physically and spiritually, keep going. I love you. I'm proud of you. Call your motherfucking power back and you stand the fuck up. You stand the fuck up. I'm just getting tears in my eyes because I really feel the change that's about to happen in my life. It's about to be monumental. It's about to be so major. And I just want y'all to know, bitch, if y'all was sick of me before, prepare to die. Because I'm about to make you bitches call the morgue.
Try this. Open and close your hands for 16 times. And then reverse. Open and close your hands 16 times. Then bring your hands together and pay attention to your energy field between your hands.
See, you can win in life, but you know what your problem is? You embrace all the bullshit. You hold on to all the bullshit. You make the bullshit your family, the bullshit conversations, the bullshit relationships, the bullshit environments. You can't let the bullshit go. When you get there, oh, I wanna go. No, you ain't gonna never go until you let the bullshit go. Let me rewind that. Let me bring that beat back. You ain't gonna never go until you let that bullshit go. You keep holding on to the bullshit. Let it go. Let the bullshit conversations go. Let the bullshit people go. Let the bullshit environments go. You know this environment is not gonna add value to you, but you stay in the bullshit environments. Let that bullshit go. When you gonna stop playing, huh? When you gonna stop making love to the bullshit, huh? When you gonna cut off your relationships with the bullshit? When you gonna start being a winner? In order to grow, in order to go, you gotta let the bullshit go. And it's just like
this is what
everything
the Matrix is.
That's the Matrix. When you realize that everything is free, food is free, water is free, shelter is free, it just take a little labor. Every fruit bears seeds, it just take a little labor to make it bear fruit again. Everything is free. Somebody decided that it had a monetary value. Somebody, we know who, decided. We were civil before this, we understood that. We only took what we needed. That's how we have balance. So this matrix is not some like cog in the machine. We're plugged up to some system we got to break free from. No, we got to realize that a small percentage of these people decided to exploit areas and determine what the value is. Gold is literally free. It comes from the earth naturally. Oil is free. Energy is free. It just take a little labor. People should get paid for the ideas, but the idea was free.
If I'm so chosen, why I gotta keep putting up with the most bullshit? Because you're chosen. I'm sick of your shit. Why are all these other people out here just living in their lower self? They seem to be rewarded, but I'm in here trying to walk the higher path. Fuck this! Oh, Shadow having a temper tantrum. Him think everybody picking on him. Why? Honestly, man, what are we doing this for? Because heavy is the head that wears the crown. Ah! Heavy is the head that whip. Look, you fucking Aristotle, I'm not fucking joking, okay? Look, man, if the things that didn't happen to you that you perceive to be negative didn't happen, you would have no reason to pursue your higher purpose. Yeah? Exactly. Plus, this is just a game. Let's get the cheat codes and have fun, okay?
Sleep paralysis is a gift because it is literally the gateway to astral projection. Once you embrace the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't move or whatever, once you don't psych yourself out, you remain calm, you know what's the next level? You literally move out your body. You literally move out your body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the government definitely don't want us to know that. Like, they don't, like, the government actually classifies astral projection as remote viewing. Once you're able to, like, in this realm, like, you see how we're all up and we're awake? You see how we walked into this building? Now that our consciousness is familiar with this space, we can revisit it as a ghost or as a spirit through astral projection. bro, I don't know about y'all, but I'm able to fly off my balcony as often as I want to and like go explore the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done it a few times, and it's like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger you get. So to all the kids out there, don't be afraid of sleep paralysis. If you're having that, you're actually gifted.
If we take 2 lions, this is what they did to us to get us to war against each other. If we take 2 lions right now and starve them, don't give them no food for like a month. Cause you know, if we let them, if lions are in their natural habitat and they eating at their natural rate in their habitat, them lions ain't gonna kill each other in the jungle. They get along, nigga. We was just 2 lions. I'm talking to the youth, all the gangs in America, G. We was just 2 lions, man. Y'all just 2 lions. You feel me? Y'all just 2 lions in the same jungle, you hear me? And our oppressors took that meat from us. They took our food from us. Feel me? Starved us, you hear me? Starved us for about a year. Then put us in a little ass cage together and threw a piece of meat in there, nigga. And out of instinct, we shot at each other and killed each other, nigga. That's what happened. That's how the gang started warring all over the country, nigga. Drugs. Drugs was that meat. The 80s, the war on drugs was that meat. Nigga, go look at every gang before the 80s. They was organizations built to protect their communities. Feel me? Real talk. You can do that with a kid. You got 2 kids, try it with your kid. Don't feed 2 of your kids all day, nigga. Then take 2 of your kids and know they hungry as fuck and put them in their room together and get their ass one little piece of bread, nigga. They gonna fuck each other up in that room over that piece of bread, nigga. Even our kids will do that. That's what they did to us. They caused you the gangs to war. That's why y'all warring, nigga. So, you gotta break past that and know the real ops, nigga. Fuck that lion. You gotta, yeah, he killed your homies, but he only killed your homies because he was put in that position, nigga. You had guns, so he shot at your homies, right? And then you only killed his homies because you was put in that position. They had their guns, and why y'all even got guns? Because y'all scared of each other. Why y'all even scared of each other? Because y'all both selling drugs, trying to make some extra money, and you think the other one ain't gonna let you. But why y'all even need money? Because y'all need somewhere to live. Why y'all need somewhere to live? Because they took your land. So when you start asking questions and going back, nigga, you get to the real ops real quick. And then when you do get motherfuckers like me trying to wake you up so you coming up out that shit, they get on bullshit with the motherfuckers like me. So what does that tell you? What does that tell us? It was never us. It was always them. They the ops. They the real enemy.
Bro, it's niggas out here, bro, that's real live demons, bro. That want what you got, and they really just want your energy. They want your spirit.
That's it. Ooh, they want that spirit, that aura.
Yeah,
damn. That when you walk in the club and everybody be like, who the fuck that nigga is? They want that. Damn.
You feel me? So it's like, nigga, being on this path, bro, of enlightenment is way more dangerous than being the biggest drug dealer.
Energy, y'all will talk about vibes, y'all will talk about that, but you can't tell me who Shiva and Shakti is and why that's so relevant to Kundalini energy and awakening. Somebody said that I was a snake that leads women into, you know what I'm saying, these wilds of what it is that I said. And I said, you're absolutely right. I am that snake that finds itself coiled at the base of the spine between the hips and the backside. But also understand that I am also the snake that assists with bringing people to where it is that they ultimately need to be. You are upset because I am not the snake that is docile. You are upset because you identify snakes as something that is purely evil based upon where it is that you understand snakes from. It's all right, brother. It is okay. Because if you really understood why they called the Ferrari Enzo, if you really understood what an Enzo was, if you really understood why the circle is never complete, if you really understood why I can't never say that right. It is so annoying. But it's the Aztec god that's represented by a dragon that's eating its own tail. If you don't know why all of those things have similarities, then brother, we ain't got nothing to talk about. We have nothing to talk about.
Everyone needs to know what is happening in China right now. For the last 70 days straight, China have been experiencing the most extreme heat event in world history, and for some reason, no one is talking about it. Lakes and rivers have dried up, crops are being killed, factories have been closed, and this heat wave is still raging on. Just for perspective, this is the lake bed of China's largest freshwater source, and this is the state of the third largest river in the world. On top of that, 66 of their other rivers have dried up completely. In the daytime, you're seeing temperatures of 45 degrees Celsius. Then at night, you're not even getting a break as it's hovering around a staggering 34 degrees. A weather historian said that there is nothing in the world climatic history which is even minimally comparable to what is happening in China right now. He says that it combines the most extreme intensity with the most extreme length with an incredibly huge area all at the same time. And the effects of something this extreme is going to affect us all. I mean, we saw the prices of food, fuel, and energy soar due to the situation in Ukraine, and this is predicted to make things a lot worse than they already are because we depend on China far more for imports than Russia and Ukraine. Experts are warning to prepare for global shortages and soaring prices as China's seemingly never-ending heat wave sears on.
Oh my days. Oh my diddy. They're rubbing it in our faces. They are literally rubbing it in our faces. They have to tell you what they're doing. It's a part of their code. So when you ask me, where's the evidence of this previous civilization? It's hiding in plain sight. So there's a few things that they like to do to hide these buildings from the previous civilization. They'll set it on fire, knock it down, blow it up with dynamite, repurpose it into a library, a post office, a capitol building, a state building, church, or a mosque. But what they also do is cover it with plasterwall. Oh my days. Who knew that many of these buildings have just been bricked over and covered up? And before you start saying that this is normal and it's just the foundation of the building, it's not. Because you can clearly see it's got patterns on. Building renovation unveils the past. And what are they trying to hide? That these buildings were built by the Moors and the Tartarian Empire.
They lied to us. They said oil and water doesn't mix. Well, I guess if you're using just normal water, then it could be true. As you see, the oil is going to the top as the water stays towards the bottom. But if you use 11.5 alkaline water that I got from my medical machine, then there's quite the difference here. Let's see. I guess water and oil can mix. So let's compare it. This is just normal water. You see the oil did not mix with the water. And here's my 11.5 water. What a difference. Okay, so water and oil can mix. Who cares, right? Well, if you knew that they used oil-based pesticides on your fruit and veggies, then it would matter because they use oil base so it doesn't get washed off in the rain and when they water. But if you're just using normal water to wash your fruits and veggies, then all of these pesticides right here are not coming off of your food. So that's why it makes a huge difference. So go ahead and leave me a message. Reach out to me if you'd like to know how to get 11.5 water, and I'd gladly help.
Device to help plants talk.
There's something in my yard that my wife wants me to get rid of. It's a walnut tree that is growing right there. A squirrel buried a nut there, and now there's like a tree growing. Are you nervous about me digging you up? Okay, I'm gonna go get a bucket. Bucket? Yeah, bucket. Can you see me?
Now check out the compass. Where's it pointing to when we're going this way? West, right? All the way around, it's pointing west. And you can look it up yourself. We can only circumnavigate the Earth from east to west. Nobody ever in history has ever circumnavigated the Earth north to south. Which means if you start here in the North Pole, you cannot circumnavigate around back to the North Pole by flying over the south, because there is no south. They don't want you to know that, so that's why it's called no-fly zones, and you're not allowed to circumnavigate over what they call Antarctica, which is not really Antarctica. It's an ice wall, and it ends there, and that's why they banned you from flying over it, because you'll know once you get there you can't fly over it. I mean, it's really, really common sense. Now pay attention as we turn the flat Earth map into a globe. Pay attention to the continents. They are still positioned north, east, west, and south. And take a look at the ice wall. What's it become when you turn it into a ball? It becomes the Antarctica. And if you'll notice, it's south of all the continents, just like the ice wall is south of all the continents on the flat Earth map. And therefore, you cannot tell the difference. The only reason that you believe what you believe is because that's what you have been taught to believe without questioning it. Now, this is not something new. You know, everyone has known this for 5,000 years. All ancient civilizations, all the way up. I mean, this map is 1892. It says scientifically and practically correct. This is not something new. This has always been like this. And then the last 100 years, with these fake government agencies, especially NASA in the last 50 years, has convinced you otherwise. Now look, even the ice wall itself is named all the way around it. Now all of a sudden that we live on a globe, all those places are gone, they don't exist anymore. Well, how did they exist in 1892, but they don't exist now? And as you can see right here on the map, it says Antarctic Circle. It doesn't say Antarctic continent, because it's a circle of ice that surrounds the Earth and holds all of the oceans in. So anyways, that is how you circumnavigate on a flat Earth. It's really, really simple. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
So let's take this a little deeper. By the way, I know a lot of y'all indoctrinated, and it's hard to retain and download certain degrees of information, but a true son give light codes. Moving on. Screenshot if you need to. As I said in my last video, the semen is a seed that grows into the flesh or cosmic womb of the woman. As you begin to interface with these cosmic instruments on the cellular level, the Kundalini energy begins to activate. Coiling from the base of the brain and spinal cord connection, it rises onto the crown chakra. If you ever paid attention to the crown of a pharaoh, this is the reason why you see the serpent on top. Also, if you ever noticed the wings in the sun disk from Kemetic culture, that represents enlightenment as the sun disk and etherical ascension for the wings. Notice the Kundalini serpents as well. The union between our cosmic instruments and the brain and spinal cord connection is a very intricate union. It is precise and masterfully designed. Stick with me. I'm still talking about the Kundalini energy and the brain and spinal cord connection. So, when you begin to interface with yourself on a cellular level, meaning controlling your chi, learning how to manifest and expand your aura, and how to bend molecules or elements around us to our own will, you begin to see that these are cosmic instruments that are housing our light.
They put the truth in these shows part 4, man. Let's get it. his pineal gland?
Steve! Steve!
The astral plane. I'm here. Oh, God, I'm actually here. It's real. Okay, how does it work? How does it work? I should be able to just think of a place and go. Say, Paris? Magnifique! I can go anywhere.
My brother, they're trying to make you weak. They're trying to get you to watch pornography and follow Instagram models and look at these naked women. They are desensitizing you, akhi. Stop watching this stuff. Why do you think you're so weak? Why do you think you're not working out? Why do you think you're not progressing in your life? Stop it.
Coming to bed, honey?
Devil, shut the fuck up. Fuck the United States of America and their laws. Because the very laws that they have created, they don't even follow with them damn selves. All of the killings that have been done and are continuously being done by y'all devils to try to wipe us out because y'all fear the time is coming. You kill us, and yet you talk about what's illegal. Devil, fuck you. I, as an eternal man, the original man, the organic man, is the true native to this earth and to all lands that exist. I am native to Africa, Asia, Europe, the Americas, Australia, Russia, Canada, everywhere on this earth. It is mine. This is our land as eternal people, and it will always be. My bloodline is royal. All bloodlines that exist, my people, our ancestors, run through me deep. These fetters are mine. All this shit on this earth is ours. Watch yourself.
Fair law, you are property of this country. What you think your birth certificate is, nigga? Okay? Okay? So Abraham Lincoln never freed the slaves. He signed the Emancipation Proclamation. To emancipate means to free from your hand. Go look it up. To free from your hand, man. Your hand. Not your control. The fuckery, these slick motherfuckers. See, it's all in the wording with these bitches. That's why they be spelling shit. That's why they called it spelling. It wasn't called spelling when we gave it to their ass. It was called the alpha beta system, nigga. They took it and contorted it, and now it's spelling because it's witchcraft. You hear me? Y'all don't hear me, family. Y'all don't hear me right now, family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't.
You scrolled too far. Now you got 500 push-ups. If somebody sent you this, you got 1,000. Unless you're too weak, keep scrolling. Unless you're not that type of animal, keep scrolling. You want to lay in bed all day and eat and play the game. Get out of here. Keep scrolling, goofy.
You do too much. I do too much. Sometimes I'm doing too much, huh? When I get loud and I get moved to the core about this shit, huh? I'm doing too much. Maybe you not doing enough. Maybe you don't take this serious enough. Right? You feel me? Like, cause every time I give a lecture, y'all, I be like, damn, but is they really ready to get gangsta about this shit though? Like, did I just give a whole 6-day lecture for niggas to watch it over? They're like, hell no, God funny as hell. Hey, you did have a couple points though. Or is you at the crib in tears like, yeah, he right. I didn't even know that. Like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, yeah, this shit gotta stop. Yeah, hell yeah. And it ain't gonna just stop. Sacrifices must be made. Sacrifices must be made. Like, that's any war. That's any war. That's any war, nigga. Why you think no matter what they say to me, no matter how many emails I get, nigga, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna keep this real. Every time. And I ain't gonna be politically correct and none of that shit. I ain't trying to get no endorsements, nigga. I ain't trying to do none of that. I ain't trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to make you feel good at the crib. I want you to be uncomfortable. Be very uncomfortable when I present this shit. Even the night that I'm finna present to you, be uncomfortable, nigga. You should feel away. From your toes to the crown of your head, man. They not playing with us. You playing. They not playing though. The way they treat us, the way they got us killing each other, the way they ushered in drugs in the communities that we never recover from. The AIDS epidemic they've ushered into, we ain't recovered from none of that. Yeah, we still here though. Yeah, we still here though.
I'm gonna do you a huge favor right now. If you got any weird energy in your field, I want you to take a deep breath. Now do yourself a favor and follow your human design strategy, if you even know what that is.
Alright, so I've been fasting for a few days and not smoking any weed because I don't plan on doing that anymore because I didn't realize I don't think I need that shit. Anyway, I heard, and now my ears ringing. Okay, my God.
I got a big tip for everybody that's kind of lost right now. Stop focusing on this for a while. Find a shaman. Mama Nature misses you. Figure out what you are, not who they told you to be. Good luck.
You're being watched and you sense it. You already know that you're being watched. This is the era where they're learning from you. This is the era where they feel kind of bad for all of the shit that they put you through. This is the era where they're having their own self-realizations. This is the era where you're going to elevate. You're elevating. They feel it. They see it. They sense it. Energy is a really powerful thing. It's a very real thing. The same people that at some point in life, in your life, right, mocked you, made fun of you, called you crazy, called you difficult, called you sensitive, called you all types of shit, insinuated all this type of shit about you, made up these narratives about you, are the same fucking people that have been learning from you, are the same fucking people that have been studying you, are the same fucking people that till this day are miserable with their lives. At that point in time, you didn't catch it. You kind of saw the little shade. You felt that. You felt the little passive-aggressive comments that they threw at you at that point in time. And you let it slide. You didn't do anything about it. And you have to be accepting of it. Why? Because you didn't know then what you know now. And that shit is powerful.
If you're not a bot, it's pretty obvious that we are living in a simulation or a game.
And in this simulation, the Anunnaki, who are our ancestors, are testing the black nation to see if we are worthy enough of inheriting the cosmos. And this simulation is coming to an end by the year 2030 by a great solar flash. If you wish to ascend, you have to have the blood of the sun and the consciousness of the universe. Black people already have the blood of the sun because we are composed of carbon-12, which is neuromelanin. That's the same stuff that makes the sun. So by you already being a carbonated being, not a carbon-based being in which the four light races are composed of, you already meet the first requirement. The blood of the sun also gives you Anunnaki genetics, which means you have DEA, deoxyetheric acid. All black people have this. That's why we have Anunnaki features, 9 ether hair, the carbon in our skin, and the neuromelanin all over our bodies, which gives us full access to our pineal glands, or our third eye. And on your spiritual journey, once you fully unlock the third eye and master it, you can then ascend to Christ consciousness. But before you ascend to Christ consciousness, you're going to have to face the 72 demons of Solomon. And Solomon is not a real person. Solomon is esoteric symbolism of the soul of man, the 72 chakra points in the soul of man, because your pineal gland is the gate to your soul. So once you face your inner demons, you can then ascend to Christ consciousness. But if you lack neuromelanin, these 72 demons, which comes in the form of a black hole, are going to eat you from the inside out. All non-black people that have tried to achieve Christ consciousness have either went insane or died. That is because the four light races, which are carbon-based beings, are only capable of learning 33 degrees of knowledge because they're not 9 ether beings. But because we have neuromelanin, we are capable of overcoming the 72 demons of Croatia, which is the great test for 9 ether beings on this dimension, which allows us to have 360 degrees of knowledge. We're originally supposed to have 720 degrees of knowledge, but no black person in this realm is capable of doing that. So if you choose to be atheist and or cling to the religions that the world order has provided for you to enslave your mind and prevent you from ascending, when that solar flash hits, you're going to be eliminated with the rest of the four light races. But because black people have souls, you're going to get the chance to reincarnate on Earth again. And by that time, the Anunnaki will have fully taken it over. You're going to be retrained how to be a god. But for the rest of the black people that use these next 7 years to increase their frequency and consciousness, when that solar flash hits, instead of them dying, they're just going to ascend to the next round. When a black person dies or ascends, their soul absorbs all of their knowledge and emotions that they have acquired in that life and stores it in your universal Akashic records. That's all the memory that you have in your soul. Live with the consciousness of a god, not a human, because you're not a human. And if you spend your time wisely in these next 7 years, you will be rewarded when that solar flash hits. Peace, gods and goddesses.
You have a lot of people shook right now. You have your enemies shook simply because they know what they have been doing and they know the type of energy that they have been sending your way. And for you to maneuver through all of that energy so gracefully, effortlessly, without being scratched or harmed, they are alarmed right now. They don't understand because what they threw at you, it was supposed to really harm you, but it didn't, because that's how protected you are. I recorded a video a few months back talking about a shield of protection around you, that as long as you stay within that shield and you don't step out that shield and do things against the will of God by attacking your enemies back after they have been attacking you over and over again, they have been provoking you and they have been trying to get you to misuse your spiritual gifts, but you stayed obedient. And despite them attacking you, you stayed behind that shield of protection. God, and he fought off everything for you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides have been with you. These people have been unsuccessful each and every time that they have tried to come against you. And now they have no choice but to surrender. Because if they don't surrender, they do know that you reap what you sow.
Hey, you may not know this, but I'm gonna tell you because you may not be hearing this from them, but I'm gonna tell you so you can know. The trees, they want you to vent to them. I know it sounds crazy. The trees want you to vent your emotions out to the tree. They don't care if you're mad. They don't care if you're sad. They don't care if you're venting out of joy or sorrow. They just want some of your emotion. Why would the tree want some negative emotion? Because the tree does not care about negative emotion the way we do. If you vent to another human, that energy can be transferred onto that human in a negative way. Say, for instance, you're venting to a tree and you're cursing, you're yelling, you're sad, you're crying, you're happy, you're joyous. The tree does not care. All the tree wants is the carbon dioxide from your breath. That's a metaphor. What I'm really saying is trees do not grasp the emotion that we do. They take on emotion, meaning it does not matter what emotion it is. They just enjoy the emotional exchange from you and they take what they need from it. Please vent to the trees because they enjoy it. Peace, family. Check out my jewelry.
$1 bill, a quarter, right? Watch. See that? See that?
Don't it make sense, man? Don't it make sense when you just slow down and you really start looking at how the human body is truly made? Then it shows you that there's no such thing as cancer. There's a such thing as cause and effect. You are eating an acid diet and your lymphatic system is not working properly. So when the lysosome, then the exosome, which is the digestive system of 150 trillion cells that make up your body, take a poop, the acids that it accumulated through the metabolitic process did not leave through the lymphatic system. So that acid sits on top of the cells and it burns the cells. When it burns the cells, it start burning the oxygen out of the cells. It start burning the organelles inside of the cells. If your organelles inside your body start being damaged, you will start dying. A damaged pancreas is diabetes. A damaged liver is cirrhosis of the liver. A damaged lung, they got all types of things for it. They got COPD, they got asthma. So many names for damaged cells in the body. A damaged iris, they call it glaucoma. They call it blindness. You see that damaged toenails, they call it toenail fungus. Damaged muscles, they call it all types of things, y'all. Damaged knees, damaged joints, they call it arthritis. If the cells is damaged in a macro point, you will have a disease for it. Why don't we have names for the micros? Because these cells are burning. The organelles inside of the cells are burning because the cells are eating poop, and then these cells are not actually digesting properly. They're not getting a digestion on. And that's what's going on.
Easily record conversations around the globe. Nanofibers woven into currency let us monitor the world's money wherever it goes. And we've placed monitoring devices the size of pinheads in most generic light fixtures. This enables us to gather surveillance in the homes of the average American. And let me tell you, the things they do in the privacy of their own homes is far more disturbing than anything found here at Dreamland.
Have y'all been paying attention to the sun these past few days? Like the past 3-4 days, right? Understand that CERN shit been on y'all, but they ramped the power up on July 5th, I believe, to the most maximum. I've been noticing something too, y'all. It's like, I said that whatever they do gonna backfire. It's like the sun got more aggressive. It feels like the sun is more healing. Like, it's like the sun is fucking hugging me, y'all.
So let's take this a little deeper. By the way, I know a lot of y'all indoctrinated, and it's hard to retain and download certain degrees of information, but a true sun give light codes. Moving on. Screenshot if you need to. As I said in my last video, the semen is a seed that grows into the flesh or cosmic womb of the woman. As you begin to interface with these cosmic instruments on the cellular level, the Kundalini energy begins to activate. Coiling from the base of the brain and spinal cord connection, it rises onto the crown chakra.
If you ever paid attention to the crown of a pharaoh, this is the reason why you see the serpent on top. Also, if you ever noticed the wings in the sun disk from Kemetic culture that represents enlightenment as the sun disk and etherical ascension for the wings. Notice the Kundalini serpents as well. The union between our cosmic instruments and the brain and spinal cord connection is a very intricate union. It is precise and masterfully designed. Stick with me. I'm still talking about the Kundalini energy and the brain and spinal cord connection. So, when you begin to interface with yourself on a cellular level, meaning controlling your chi, learning how to manifest and expand your aura, and how to bend molecules or elements around us to our own will, you begin to see that these are cosmic instruments that are housing our light.
Don't stand for nothing, nigga. If that shit don't move your soul, nigga, you don't stand for nothing. Fuck is you breathing for? You don't think it was no kids in the church? You don't think motherfuckers in there, niggas ran to the church for safety. After they took their homes, they ran to the church. The same church they slave masters gave them. Thinking Jesus was gonna save them. Ran in the church and still got killed, still got raped, still got burnt alive in the church, nigga. Boy, they used to take a nigga, they used to hang us at high noon, nigga. It's pictures, nigga, of 1,000 white racists, nigga. I hang your bitch ass at high noon, nigga. All in the name of they Jesus. When the KKK came, nigga, they had a cross, nigga. A burning cross, nigga. Burnt your ass to the cross. All in the name of they Jesus. And y'all bitch ass want to keep working for them, nigga. Want to keep kissing their ass, nigga. You a disgrace to our whole motherfucking race. Like I told this police officer to live next bitch ass house, nigga, I told his ass the same shit, nigga. Give a fuck if you got a badge, nigga. You black, nigga. You place the badge before your people? Well, you gonna die with that motherfucker, nigga.
Did you know? It says the human heart's magnetic field can be measured several feet away from the body. So it's even saying that you have a magnetic field that's coming from your heart, that's literally surrounding your body, and it builds up a protective shield. Y'all can look this stuff up, but we finna dive deep into the science of these things. Y'all see that? Check this out. Negative emotions can create nervous system chaos, but positive emotions, remember, emotion stands for the E stands for energy. Motion means movement or vibration. So energy or energetic vibrations is emotions. Vibration is, again, sound waves. It says negative energy vibration or energy emotion can create nervous system chaos, but positive energy emotions or energy vibrational frequencies do the exact opposite. Positive emotions can increase the brain's ability to make good decisions. So if you're listening to a good positive energy or good positive high frequency, like 417 hertz, and up, 417 hertz, when you're listening to that on the A frequency or the A keynote, this make you have more thought-provoking, elements. This give you positive thinking. This make you be more creative in your thinking process, and it clears all the chatter. But if you're listening to music like Bust a Nigga Head to the White Meat, that's why I fucked your bitch and all this other crazy nonsense music, or talking about how, black on black violence and selling dope or degrading the black goddess, then this literally, it stagnates and becomes very, very, very acidic into the environment of your body, and it starts to break down your cells because it corrodes the electrical current that is going throughout your body, because your body's electrical and you're listening to electrical frequencies that is not vibrating or that is not in sync or synchronizing with your hertz that's already being emitted from your body.
The poles, I'm talking about what they're calling the North Pole and the South Pole of this realm, are almost 90% shifted. That's what all the earthquakes been about. The tornadoes, but that's us doing it though. It's not them, it's us doing it. See, you don't even understand that you're nature. Do you know that when you get mad, you are chaos. You are a chaotic being by nature. You are nature. So when you get mad, if you get mad, you affect the fire in the earth. You affect the water in the ocean. Just a thought, just your thoughts. So when everybody get mad, you're not knowing that you're doing this because you're not recognizing that you are energy.
But you are doing this. You are controlling the earthquakes. Y'all the reason why it's earthquaking around this bitch, and you don't even know it because people are, your soul remembers, and your soul is tired of being shackled down, and the planet is alive, and the planet remembers, and the planet is tired of being shackled down, and the animals are alive, and they definitely remember because they still getting ate. You know, shit been fucked up for them the last 500 years, nigga. They wasn't getting ate before these motherfuckers landed. Nigga, we was cool with the lions, the tigers, the bears, and we wasn't eating them. What we eating them for when we eat this? This is what we was eating. We was just like this. That's what we was eating. Getting all this good photon energy. Breathing in that good hydrogen. You know, not oxygen. Because oxygen is what they came and brought and sprayed into our atmosphere to rust out the metallics inside of our avatars. Alright? Yes. Metal run all through you. Metal run all through you, Magneto. Y'all didn't know y'all was Magneto neither, huh? They told you in X-Men, put your hand in the earth. Remember how he had Apocalypse had to take Magneto and put his hand in the earth?
Reach down. Feel the metal in the ground. Reach as deep as you can. You'll find you have the power to move the very earth itself.
Remember I told y'all 9 eyes, he put his eye, that was symbolic. He put his eye into them so he can see. So that eye can connect to them other eyes that's in the planet. So they can talk to each other. So they can see. Same thing with your feet. When you supposed to take your feet, gotta let your eyes on the bottom of your feet touch the soil so they could talk to their family members in the soil, nigga. Everything connected. Right? When he touched the whole fucking earth started shaking. Right? Because that was Magneto making it shake because he was realizing like, oh, this is all me. That's all you, family. That's all you. You know, life is not meant for you to come here and work in a factory for 40 years for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, that wasn't life. That's what they taught us life was. That's what our oppressors taught us life was. You know why? Because our oppressors landed on our planet to drain our planet of more resources.
There is no such thing as junk DNA. Go back and tell your professors I told them that, and they lie. Or they're ignorant and they shouldn't be professors teaching genetics. Junk DNA are those strands that were cut, and when they weave back together again, and they're going to, you will have the power potential of 50 gods, 50 supermen, 50 Atlases, and Schwarzeneggers and anything else that you want to have, because the physical body will then follow the astral, etheric, mental, causal, higher forms of energy. And all your dreams will become answered. Don't think that anybody's going to let that happen if they can stop you. And they're going to try to stop you with every means known to this planet. It is a war on. The only thing is, you only realize that there were battles. You didn't know you were in a war for this very planet. But many of you now are coming into that consciousness as you should and must. The best from Kemet, i.e. Kubu land, is here in the United States. Survivors of those DNAs, even though you see they killed your ancestors, they couldn't kill the DNA strand that produces those kind of beings. That's why killing is such a stupid, wasteless thing. Because all you do is to transform that energy into a higher form that will be able to withstand the thing that took out its ancestor, and ancestral rights go on. That's what they were trying to tell you when they said study your ancestors, because you are your ancestors. Did you hear me? You don't have to pray to your ancestors. Look at yourself. Every molecule, every DNA, everything that ever was in melanin is never forgotten and transplants itself into another body with the same memory that was locked in the first one. You just have to get the key to know who it is. That's why they don't like to take you into regressions, because all of that comes back. It still comes back sometimes with the drugs, and that's what the people who take the drugs don't understand. They get flashes of greatness without being able to maintain it, and then since they haven't raised their vibrational rate, the whole thing wears out, and you age overnight, forget what you did know even in this incarnation, become stupid and rancid, and go around helping to have other people with less possible intelligence take care of you. That stupidity has got to stop. The potential when you can bring those strands back together is to do everything that the best computer, PC or mainframe, hardware or software can do, and do it 9 times better and quicker, and even have the machines fearing you as they used to. That's what the whole concept of machine Manitou that the Algonquins who used to populate your area here were afraid of. They're teaching you now a virtual reality. Virtual reality is your consciousness in just half awakened state being used, where whatever you can imagine, you can bring about. That is past the virtual reality. When your melanin is functioning correctly, you can bilocate by being in consciousness one place while being in your body in another. Some people call that state now death. That is real life. That's why they used to have guardians for the body, watchers, and all kind of other terms that some of you from Louisiana, from Mississippi, from the old country, and with the teachings of the god Vaudal knew about. And that's what you used to run to those people, to bilocate and tell you what was happening and to influence your enemies. And you know your grandmothers and grandfathers talked about it, and some of you may even practice it now. But practice it in the light, in the full capacity. It is a gift from the gods. You earned it.
Religion is the fictitious excuse of origins of non-black people. Religion is not real. So when we take religion off the table and we take the evolution theory off the table, no non-black person has factually ever been able to explain where they come from.
So history and script, we throwing religion and history out the window.
We throwing Western psychology's version of history out there. So any basic level geneticist, any basic level biologist will tell you not only do we have carbon in our DNA, in our skin, from billions of years old exploded stars, which they call stardust, what they failed to tell you is stardust is genetic material. So your DNA and the molecular structure of yourself is created outer space.
We made from the same stuff that stars are made of.
And so here's the question. Who are these people walking around that are not made of that stuff? And where did you come from? I feel like I've been being governed by strangers all my life. And until you tell me where you come from, you are a stranger.
I know everyone is talking about the Roe versus Wade situation, but it's a complete distraction from what's taking place right now. Anytime the media is pushing an agenda, you have to know by now that there's something else going on behind closed doors. You may be asking, what is happening right now? Natural disasters is happening across the world, and thousands of people are dying every single day. This is the beginning of birth pains. I'm about to show you a quick video of what's going on, so pay attention.
This hurricane went down in history as the strongest ever recorded off the coast of Mexico in May. The maximum wind speed reached 105 miles per hour. Same day in Minnesota, USA, about 75 houses were completely destroyed or seriously damaged. More than 72,000 people in Minnesota were left without electricity. Day before, in Nebraska also passed a powerful storm with lightning, showers, hail, and strong winds. Huge hailstones the size of an orange or even more shattered windows and cars. A storm hit the country's capital, Delhi, with a thunderstorm downpour and hail in places. A squally winds gusting up to 62 miles per hour caused hundreds of trees to fall. During the rampage of the natural disasters, people were trapped under fallen trees right in their cars. The streets and alleys became rivers with strong currents carrying mud and rubbish into houses.
Sichuan Province, China, June 1st, 2022.
A strong magnitude 6.1 earthquake hit the southwest of China. About 13,000 people were evacuated to temporary accommodation centers.
Abnormal hail hits Europe. A hailstorm the size of a chicken's egg almost completely destroyed crops in the disaster area, damaging roofs of houses and cars.
Acres of land continue to burn in the Catalonia region of Spain. Although this fire season hasn't been as bad as others, this week has seen an increase in fires due to the weather system running through the area. Catalonia and Castile and Leon recorded the strongest forest fires in early summer, temperatures around 40 degrees. Landslide in Michigan, no one injured. USA. Parts of Apova suburb in Takoradi are flooded. Flooding everywhere after heavy rains. Ghana. More than 1,000 people died in Afghanistan as a result of a powerful earthquake. More than 1,500 were injured. In the west of Georgia, due to prolonged downpours, the water level in the Abasha River has risen.
Jump off the bed, alright, jump out.
Look, you know how bugs are attracted to artificial light and they just stick there and look dumb? That's what you like. Get the fuck off this shit and go get some bread.